You're a like you're. I'm not even gonna lie. You're a captain of the cap. Like, bring Big Pun's son. Bring Big Pun's son on the dance project. Watch when he see this clip, he gonna hit up. Yo, Chris, don't do that. How much money you need?
He popping it though. I'm not even gonna lie. This nigga popping it. Oh, nigga. Hey, yes, sir. That's what I like to see. This nigga popping it.
Your bitch like water. I splash on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up and fuck on your.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Scooter and I'm back with another lit reaction video. So apparently 6ix9ine exposed Fat Joe. I didn't even know these niggas had beef, bro. Like, they said Fat Joe been talking crazy about 6ix9ine over the years. I never knew these niggas had beef before at all. They said Fat Joe been calling 6ix9ine a snitch. He wrote the book of how to be a snitch and all this type of shit. I never knew this shit though. But we got poetikflakko, 6ix9ine just exposed Fat Joe badly. Official video. If you want to see the original video, the link will be down below in the description if y'all want to check it out for yourselves. Without further ado, let's do it.
6ix9ine did an interview with the Denzer Project, and during this interview, they asked him about Fat Joe comments about him, and he proceeded to expose Fat Joe. And we're gonna cover it in this video and even do like a deep dive into the accusations. Yeah, because I fact checked what 6ix9ine said, and it's 100% true.
Fat Joe said that.
Fat Joe's a.
Oh shit! Now you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
We've been leaning back for 20 years, man. Like,
he said you crowned yourself the rat leader and you wrote the 48 laws of snitching.
Let's pause.
Crown yourself a rat leader is crazy. Fat Joe talking crazy like that though. I ain't know he was talking spicy like that. Okay then, Fat Joe.
Pause here real quick and
I know
go back to what Fat Joe has been saying about 6ix9ine over the years. Because Fat Joe has been relentless on 6ix9ine over
I know
the years.
For a fact.
We got statements from like 2-3 years ago on Math Hoffa of him calling 6ix9ine out of his name. And we got statements from as recently as like last month of Fat Joe going off on 6ix9ine. So 6ix9ine is like what, a top 3, top 4, like biggest rat in hip hop history. Cool. Like if you consider
this is crazy. That they got level. They got numbers of who's the biggest rat. They said this. They said this nigga 6ix9ine is top 3, top 4 biggest rat of the rap out of the rappers in the industry.
Pop figure.
That's
he's
crazy.
Part of the culture, I would say. But 6ix9ine is probably the most famous rat in hip hop history. Okay, so whenever we think about ratting, especially in this new age when it comes to snitching in hip hop, we think about 6ix9ine. Now, when Fat Joe was on Math Hoffa,
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga did start it. He started a wave with the snitching shit. I ain't saying that I know condone snitching, but whoever, you know what I'm saying, wanna be a snitch, gotta take it from your nigga 6ix9ine, bro. He started the wave. That nigga, he's a successful rat, bro.
Fat Joe called 6ix9ine a P, called 6ix9ine a B. And his frustration, though, actually came because he warned 6ix9ine about the RICO and what was going to happen. But 6ix9ine never took his advice and then went all bad once he got into the situation.
This show going to get me in trouble. For sure. Did you feel
after warning Tekashi? Because I saw it when you sat with him. And I was like, Joe is trying to put him on right now. And I'm going to just be honest with you.
Damn, you went there?
Yeah, I went there.
This is a sucker. He's a sucker.
Is Fat Joe just saying that because he's from New York and 6ix9ine from New York? Is he just saying that because like basically saying like these New York niggas don't do that type of shit? You from my city, so I don't condone this type of shit. Is that what he like basically trying to say? That's why he's saying 6ix9ine a sucker. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all thoughts.
I ain't drink. I'm dead sober.
Talk, man. Yeah.
No, I'm dead sober. This dude here, this type of shit, this doing, I'm convinced he want to die. I don't wish it on him or nothing like that, but I'm convinced he's miserable in his body.
Because he
can't
shit.
look in the mirror. Nah, I don't know if he got to be. He's a lot of
He just got knocked.
So now the man snitch, right? Cool, do you or whatever.
How did you know that?
I don't like the taunting. I try to tell him like what happens. Like, yo, bro, listen.
Yeah, I understand, because when
he
them niggas
really did it.
I understand, because when them niggas get out of jail, bro, it's gonna look real bad for 6ix9ine. I'm not even gonna lie. It's gonna look real bad for 6ix9ine when them niggas get out of jail. Like, they gonna be on his ass when they get out of jail.
I didn't know what was going on.
So
The
crazy.
crazy shit is when I talked to him in that interview, I talked to him off the air, and he lied to me and told me, yo, this is just an image, I'm fronting this and this and that. He told me that in front of Shotty and them. They was standing right there with him.
He said,
Nah,
what?
Joe. He
This is
told me
just
that
an
he was
image.
lying.
He's an image.
Yo, Joe, I'm not really doing this. I'm not a gangster. You know, this is all for like promotion. I got it. At that point, I said, so you're not doing nothing because you're going to go to jail if you're really doing stuff.
Right.
Nah, Joe, I don't do nothing. I'm good. So I'm like, all right.
I'm not 40. I'm not even 30 yet, okay?
That nigga.
But I would imagine once you
Maybe
get to
he
age
maybe
40,
he
you start to
wasn't maybe
value
he wasn't really out here doing shit. I don't know, bro. We don't know, bro. He probably was out here doing a little shit. So you never know, bro.
tranquility and peace. And if peace is your focus, now I understand he was asked this question, so I guess you know kind of got to answer. But bro, I'm not talking about nobody snitching in no interviews, bro. All right, like I'm not calling somebody out their name. I'm not dissing him because he ain't snitch on me and he ain't snitch on nobody I know. He snitched on some dudes who I told him in front of them what was gonna happen, and they still kept him around. All right, but Fat Joe apparently.
I feel
like,
you, Flakko.
It's like the prime minister of hip hop now.
Nigga ain't did shit
he
to
is
me.
so anti-rat. You know, that's his stance. That's a stance that he's taken. So that's what Fat Joe is currently on. Now, that was years ago, though. As of lately, now, after that, like, I think Tekashi kind of dissed him in a couple other interviews after that. But as of lately, like a month ago, Fat Joe brought up the topic of snitching. Now, he would tell Jadakiss this was a topic that he set up at night thinking about because he needed a good topic to discuss. And he thought a good topic to discuss was who started the snitching epidemic in hip-hop. And he would say it was 6ix9ine.
Yo, what's the event in hip-hop that broke the camel's
I'm not gonna
back?
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like right now, as of now, like 2020, what was that? I say 2023 or 2024 to now. Who definitely started that wave is 6ix9ine, though. I'm not even gonna lie. The wave of they thinking that snitching is cool. I'm not gonna lie. 6ix9ine definitely opened the doors. He started that wave, bro. And now everybody's snitching. And niggas is not doing shit to the niggas that's snitching though, which is so crazy. I remember back then, like, you know, your mom used to say snitches get stitched, or like people get like somebody ever told you like snitches get stitches. They don't do that shit no more. These niggas walking around freely, ain't a scratch on these niggas, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
Pause. To make it to where you could snitch. And if you make good music or something, you could still live out here in hip hop.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back in hip hop where we had a code?
I'm not even gonna lie. I agree with Fat Joe on
there
this
just
one.
isn't no code no more. And what do you think is the event that, you know, I remember growing up, even if you was fronting, you wasn't a real gangster, but you was spitting gangster rap shit. You wasn't with the rats like that. Right now, this
too many of them
sold out concerts.
I don't think you can escape them. They all around. They're like New York City rats. Humans. It's rats everywhere. And everywhere is everything, you know.
Too many Fredos, not enough Michaels.
That's a fact.
You know, some of these guys got to take a boat ride, never come back. Sammy the Bull is the most famous rat on the earth. Sammy the Bull. Then you came Alpo, guy everybody looked up to, charismatic, Harlem fly, Louis Vuitton, this, that, Toll. He did that, right?
Shout out to Wayne Perry and Wayne Perry Jr.
Then, in hip-hop,
right now,
the day 6ix9ine
6ix9ine
sat on that stand.
Yo.
No!
Man.
You remember, if you're watching the story, they taking him to court in bulletproof vests. They acted like he was telling on El Chapo. He put a lot of good people in jail, man. Facts. No,
we got to put him away till his time.
Yo,
my feeling is going to get close.
You feeling
I feel his time has come. I feel his time is going to be soon, though.
Flag.
You're going to need a lot of yeah.
Does it not matter no more? And I believe 6ix9ine, when he gave guys 20 years in jail. All the guys who said, oh, but
20?
My wife, oh, but
I ain't even look up this case today. But 20? Did he give him 20 years apiece? Hey, y'all let me know. Hey, somebody send me that story. Y'all let me know down below if all these niggas got 20 years apiece. Oh my God. Yeah, they definitely gonna try to kill him when when they get out of jail for sure. You gave me 20. What? Yo, yeah. You better hope I live in jail.
That means nothing. There's a man that works in a bodega that never been a criminal in his life, see some shit, and he won't tell.
Before we hear from 6ix9ine, my question to that would be, what does that have to do with the music? Now, 6ix9ine stopped making good music, right? 6ix9ine music is trash. I do think 6ix9ine music was for an era. He made really good music at a point. Right now, bro, 6ix9ine hasn't made a hit. I don't know in how long, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, though. That one little song I react to, that shit was alright, though.
They not hitting, bro. Nobody is
tapping
in for 6ix9ine musically. But what does that have to do with the music?
That shit alright.
Right? When 90% of hip-hop's consumers aren't from the streets. 90% probably ain't never been from the streets. I think y'all overestimate how many people truly grew up in the streets, even among, let's say, the black fans, right? The black consumers. I think y'all overestimate how many black people live or grew up in the hood. Right?
A lot of these niggas
more black
really
folks grew up outside the hood than in the hood. That's just a fact. So nah, bruh. If we ain't street dudes, the code of the streets don't apply to us, bruh, then why would it apply in hip hop?
Nah, Flakko, because we know 6ix9ine ain't no street dude. We know that. He ain't no street nigga, we know that. But the day he signed up for that type of shit and try to put his foot in there and act like then you gotta stand on it. Once you made that commitment to the real goons and you vow to nigga, these my brothers. I'm going by the street code. This is what we stand about. Nigga, if you really didn't want to do that shit, you should have never got in. So when you got into the shit, you should have stood on that shit. I can't say that, Flakko. Should have stand on it. But he snitched.
Yo, go to any rap concert you want to go to this year. Go to the biggest rap concerts this year. 70% is non-black. Probably 80 to 90% is non-black. If we being 100% honest here, bro, depending on who the artist is. Go to a Drake concert, 90% of the people there are not black.
Yeah.
Nor are they from the hood. So I feel like that shouldn't matter at all, right? But that's his complaints against 6ix9ine. He blames 6ix9ine for kind of taking away all the rules. Well, 6ix9ine responded in probably the best way to respond back.
If he ain't want to get into this lifestyle, he should have never got into it.
Just deny it,
that
but
shit it come with it.
Told, like,
you all go down, we all go down, nigga.
4K. So he responded in the best way possible, which was pointing out the hypocrisy.
He did it, and he
Fat
did it.
Joe is talking that real Igga stuff. He's talking that man code and honor, morals and ethics, integrity and principles. Well, 6ix9ine kind of ripped that apart and kind of revealed how he can't talk about integrity, morals, and principles.
If I crown myself the rat leader, he crowned himself as the cap leader. He didn't rob no 50 niggas at no gym. That nigga, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Which one's my
He said he robbed 50 niggas at a gym?
That one?
Yeah.
This one? That one? Yeah, Fat Joe, you're a like, you're a I'm not even gonna lie. You're a captain of the cap. Like nobody believes.
Oh, he talking
even
crazy.
Your co-host
Hey, 6ix9ine talking crazy to Fat Joe.
Don't believe you.
Hold
Every
on.
time
He said, Fat Joe, you a bitch. Oh shit, this nigga talking crazy. Okay, then 6ix9ine, talk to this nigga.
Like, but like I said, you gonna go
flag, like
and
flag on the play.
And my next song, I even say, I be spitting so much facts that I make jokes to distract me. That's the next bar in my song. Don't like the truth, so y'all make jokes to distract me. We know this lying, right? All right, yo, listen to me. Listen.
But there's a lot of people that say he ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
All right, which one's my camera? If Fat Joe is not lying, the next person on the Dancing Project, bring Big Pun's son. Bring Big Pun's son on the Dancing Project. Welcome back.
Chris Rivers.
Welcome back, y'all. Let's skip this clip. Watch when he see this clip, he gonna hit up. Yo, Chris, don't do that. How much money you need? Out of here. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you just said a lot. You just said a lot.
Bring Big Pun's son.
He talking that shit. I'm tuned in though. Like I'm strapped in. This nigga is talking that shit. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga popping it. He popping it though. I'm not even gonna lie, this nigga popping it. Fat Joe, nigga. Hey, yes, sir. That's what I like to see. This nigga popping it.
Versus, remember when he was facing Ja Rule?
Yeah.
And they said, don't play that shit. That's Big Pun. Don't do that. Don't do what, fat bitch? You talking about it?
The reason why 6ix9ine is saying bring Big Pun's son, because Fat Joe is talking that integrity, morals, and principle stuff. And when it comes to the streets, right? Again, by your rules, isn't it thorough if you take care of your dead homie's family?
Yeah.
If you do right by them with the business?
Yeah.
You can't say, hey,
it go both ways though. I don't know.
Codes. I'm only going to follow this code. Your homie died. You supposed to take care of the family to the utmost. You supposed to make sure.
You supposed to make. I'm not gonna lie. You supposed to make sure they, you know what I'm saying, anything they need at any time, they can always call on you type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I don't feel like he should just automatically do shit for them all the time, bro. That's not how that shit work at all. You know what I'm saying? Call, check in on them every now and then, or probably one. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 weeks or something, like making sure everything cool, making sure they, you know what I'm saying? Like if you need something, but all the time, like you ain't about to buy groceries for them niggas every time they need groceries. You're not about to, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. No, I don't know.
Yo, I don't care if he signs you. You supposed to make sure, hey, bruh, right? The money go to the right places. Well, the reason why he brought up Big Pun's son is because that's not been the case, all right? They've been accusing Fat Joe of stealing money that they deserve from Big Pun's discography for years.
No, you're
Fat
not
Joe
doing
even came out
that.
at some point and said that he gave him $1 million, and they said that's not true.
Right, so when she came to me and told me that, we
Damn,
did
I
2
forgot
projects
he looked
and
like
we
this
got
back in
her,
the day.
not us. We didn't take $1. We got her $1 million for her and the family. Now, she ran through it because she was used to spending that money. She comes back, I write her a check out my pocket, boom, and I'm like, yo, it ain't no more after this.
Big Pun and wife will say that's cap. She never received $1 million from Fat Joe, and they filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe. And as far as I know, I think she either won the lawsuit or the lawsuit is still currently going on. But they sued Fat Joe because Big Pun was receiving royalties and none of the money was going to the family. Fat Joe would tell him, hey, man, listen, man, ain't no money coming in, man. Listen, it's going to prior obligations.
He a shady ass friend, bro.
But then they would do like their research and they'll find out, no, there's actually money coming in and the money is actually being collected by someone.
And so we find ourselves.
Fat Joe, you bet not had did that shit. If you did that shit, you was not a real friend of Big Pun. Because you wouldn't do that shit if that nigga was alive. Bro, I hate niggas like, bro. I hate niggas like that, bro. I swear to God, I hate niggas like that, bro. They try to portray they your friend when you alive, but then when you die, they do some shady shit, bro. I don't like shit like that, man. That nigga was never your friend to begin with. He was always probably a hater from the side. He was waiting for that time you died or waiting for some shit that happened to you. It be niggas like that, though. That's crazy.
Situations like Liza Rios has with Joe Cartagena, Fat Joe, where, you know, you got to file a lawsuit to figure out what actually happened and to find out where is the money. So today, although Fat Joe's lawyers originally filed an answer in the case, they subsequently filed a motion to dismiss, as did Jelly's Jams, not claiming that they don't owe any money, but just making technical legal arguments that basically saying that Liza can't sue them for one reason or another. We feel pretty good about the hearing. There was a hearing that took place today, oral arguments for our side and for Jelly's Jams and Fat Joe to talk about why we believe that they should be kept in this case and why we believe that they basically had fiduciary duties, meaning a higher standard than a breach of contract standard to pay Liza monies that were due
they won
her
that shit, he's going to
husband
pay
so
all
that her
that shit
family
back.
can benefit. You asked if it was a rehashing. Well, in some ways it's the same issue. The big question is where's the money, right? So, and there's some new information has come to light just of late that is setting some light on what happened to the money. And so that's really why this lawsuit is being filed now. You know, over time, you know, you're supposed to get royalties twice a year or whatever, and most of the time the accounts are saying they're unrecouped. So when an artist is getting statements that say they're unrecouped, there's really no reason for them to think that there should be money there. In this particular case, we found the reason to believe that there really should be some more money there. And that is that we found out that in foreign territories overseas, that the writer splits are not properly reflected for the songs the way they should have been. And that's indicating that there was some money that was collected there that shouldn't have been collected. So that's where we're after. We're trying to pursue
I do not know how this little industry shit works.
Is
that how that shit work, though? Like, what? You said some money be split and somebody been taking a cut of it out of that. Like, so that got as far as, like, the person who made the beat, the person who produced the song, and then Big Pun. That's the split, the three-way split. I think that's how it goes.
Are also getting paid for that money. ASCAP and BMI, the traditional, you know, societies that collect money for songwriters, have been able to collect money for those streaming services and other, you know, new technology types of services.
I don't know about y'all, man, but I just believe, man, right, from my perspective,
I believe
that doing something like this, from my perspective, is objectively worse than telling on criminals. That's just me, though. Okay, like that's just me. All right. But Joe, let me know in the comment section what y'all think, all right? And if you're watching this video and you want to get started on YouTube, I made $90,000 in 28 days. I got a course where I teach you step by step how to do exactly what I do and growth secrets that people hide from you guys who are just starting YouTube. I give you guys the 100%.
But yeah, though, we see it all the time, though. People do this shit all the time. They steal people money and shit when they die. Like, we see this shit all the time. Like, especially like when people got insurance policy shit when they die. You know, somebody family member could steal that money. We see this shit all the time. But Fat Joe, if you did that shit, man, you a shady friend, bro. You was never his friend to begin with if you did that type of shit. But we don't know. It's alleged. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna say allegedly. So we're gonna cover this when, you know what I'm saying, we get some more information. But yeah, that was the end of the video, y'all. I'm gone, gang.